This Wednesday marked the start of the group stage of the $2 million Gamers8 Rainbow Six tournament in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. In attendance we have G2, M80, NIP, Falcons in Group A. And in Group B we have BDS, OXG, W7M and Cyclops. We kicked off day 1 with NIP absolutely dominating Falcons, beating them 7-1 on Cafe and 7-3 on Chalet.
Okay. Could be in a great position to play backstab, but just get called out on the proxy. No, walks backwards into the frost mat. Oh, why is it there?
What's going on there? What's Pino doing outside in trench? What's this?
I think that last clip summed up the previous match pretty good. But at the same time, we had the superstar rosters of G2 and M80 going head to head, with G2 eventually losing out to M80 with a 2-1 scoreline.
Opening, Gemini's the first to fall for the side of G2, and here comes the flood on the side. Badoki will fly one to Gomez, looks for a second, and he's good for it. Third, not so much, but Iconic sends it deep to sight. 10 seconds, they need to get this case down. And well, that's exactly what they'll do. Diaz halfway through the procedure, but Iconic split between two. Finds one more, looks for a 4K to wrap up the round. Benja, the answer, alone, and gets one more to Diaz. Batman, what do you have? It's the answer. A 4K and M80 find the round.
After the match, Iconic was very happy to exchange some words with Alamau after a little Twitter feud. Seemingly fueled by Iconic's passion, M80 continued their streak by beating NIP 2-1, making them the first team to qualify for the playoffs.
Expecting to see them do well on the attack here. An equal split of the attack would be very nice for them if they could achieve that. What a shot! Excuse me, Gomez! Pino's just been rinsed.
Day 1 also marked the day where we said goodbye to our first team in Group A, and it turned out this would be our reigning world champions G2, who got knocked out by a shocking 2-0 defeat to the home heroes Falcons.
Through me in the midst of all the action. P9 pre-fires through, but the smoke's going to do him a bit of problem. Alamau and Gemini get one apiece. And there's Jalon, peeks through, gets a second one. It's a 1 versus 1 now, Alamau. But has he got time to get the case down? He's going to go for the res, but the angle is there. Jalon wins it.
In Group B, both matchups were very one-sided, with BDS starting out strong with 2 very convincing maps against OXG, with Bride only dying 4 times in the entire series.
Not fully killed by the second frag from Shaiko. Oh no, this one, I can't even keep up. There's so much utility coming out. Fish claims one, Foxe gets another with the Nitro. Shaiko's like, to heck with it, I'm just going in. Takes Solarium control, should have died right there, but no. Newers goes down instead. Dream's still down on the ground as well. He'll more than likely be confirmed in a moment. Shaiko also getting dropped. The hop in directly through the Kiba and violating the player that throws it as well. Yaga goes down. Fish the next to fall. It's all on Foxe now. His Dream definitely not going to get revived at this point. Look at the silhouette.
OXG will be up against Cyclops, who struggled to put up a fight against our current major champions, W7M.
I think this round is just going to taper out to dominance once again for W7M. Chip 2 walks up and binds 2 on red stairs. W7M caught napping. Kag, just like that, a found 3. The major champions caught napping the 3rd. Will calm the nerves and basically guarantee the round is won. You don't want to rely on winning gunfights against Brazilian players, no matter how good you are. They're just built to something different over there, and they'll get caught with a magnet and the cross. Well, Philipbox there to find 3.
On day 2, the action continued with BDS and W7M going head to head in what turned out to be an absolute barn burner, having to play 3 maps to decide a winner. In the end, BDS won out with their young superstar putting on some impressive stats, qualifying them for the playoffs.
Upstairs, they now have the hatch control, and this is going to be a problem for EFAC as well. Actually, that one is indeed sealed. He's going to drop in the back end, but it's going to be a big trade here. EFAC pre-fires down. Philipbox doesn't have the case, as that's going to be over inside of the server base. EFAC will rotate around here, a massive rotation, but he's calling it on the ball, John. This is something that you want to see out of your players. Just make the play, man. If that's what you feel like, that's what you must do. He's going to go for the drop now. He knows that he's got to be planning inside of server. Very minimal time, and EFAC, he gets it done!
The second game of the day was our second elimination match of the tournament, with either OXG or KAG joining G2 on their way home. Despite struggling on the entry, Newers was able to put his team on his back to take the series in a 2-0 sweep.
this defuse. You gotta try to take on this gunfight. Does a little bit of damage, swings across, gets the kill, almost gets the other one. 2 versus 2, 7 seconds to go to try to stop this defuse from starting. Arkuli's gonna go for it again. Pre-fires around the corner. There's one kill, but it's a 1v1 and Nurs takes the round win. OXG put that one in the bag, but they made that a little bit more closer than it should have been.
After beating the current world champions, Falcons weren't quite done beating world champions, as they managed to convincingly beat NIP, qualifying them to the playoffs and sending NIP home.
He's going to take Cons down. The plant was going down for a time, but Psycho's come off it for a brief moment. He's going to re-attempt here as Pino storms through, taking O kills down. There's going to be info on this. We can see the bulletproof, but it's likely not going to matter. Pino's going to clean up shop. Joker, he's going to find one onto Psycho, and he's going to leave us in a 1 versus 2 here. Pino, you've got to do everything to keep your team in this. Otherwise, you're going home. Finds one, doesn't know about the second. Joker, I think he's actually hitting that rotate. He's just at the bottom of those red stairs right now. This would be an ace clutch for Pino to keep NIP in this and to take us on to our third and final map. He's going to get a glimpse, just misses the shot. All he's got to do is stay alive. Pino, look at him go! Keeps NIP in the competition.
In the last game of the group stage, W7M and OXG battled it out on Cafe, Sky and Clubhouse, with W7M not needing the third map to become the last team to join M80, Falcons and BDS in the playoffs.
Does anybody kill him? Let's see. They're going to hop in. KZ gets one. They're pushing towards the back. They're going to go for the plant. They get Frost. This might be a confirmed one, but no, he's immediately going to hop off. Foxy switches positions. Philippe Hawks is upstairs, but they don't know where this plant is going down. Herds like dashing through hell, trying to get through that top floor, but finally Oxygen. It looks like the shoe might be on the other foot. Yes, indeed. No info game for W7M. They don't know where these players are residing, and Oxygen have finally found themselves a lot of potential here. It just took him towards round 3 and a barbecue offense. Herds is the last man standing as Philippe Hawks is the only one to go down in that moment. It'll be Herds to try and pick something up. It'll be Newers to trade it out, and Oxygen to get their very first.
And that game marks the end of the group stage, with BDS, M80, W7M and Falcons joining us in the playoffs. In the playoffs, we'll have Team Falcons versus Team BDS and M80 versus W7M. Make sure you tune in.